Hi, and welcome back to the Food Fund, where we analyze investing in food stocks, beverage stocks, and restaurant stocks. If you are new here, our goal is to help you put your money where your mouth is and invest in the best food companies. If you are like me, you love food and you love investing. So, in this video we will be revealing the portfolio, discussing portfolio construction, and introducing ideas for the future, so be sure to watch through the end of the video. Before we get started, please click the like button and let YouTube know that you like the content. Subscribe and click the notification bell to make sure you catch the latest videos. Your likes are the only way YouTube notices me. Your continued support has helped the channel grow tremendously and means so much for the Food Fund. Now, cue the logo. Okay, so here it is, the Food Fund portfolio. You might be a little disappointed seeing as there are no stocks, not even cash, in the portfolio, but there is a reason for this. So the plan for the Food Fund was to build a food stock portfolio from scratch. I want the Food Fund to be something we build together so that anyone can watch and cultivate their own portfolio alongside what we build on this channel. The reason the portfolio is blank is because I am starting it from scratch. In the past I have owned several food, beverage, and restaurant stocks, including Hershey, Oatly, and Dutch Bros, just to name a few, across various accounts. In order to start the Food Fund fresh, I decided to divest from any of the companies we cover on this channel and have finally wrapped up that task. So now when I buy or sell a stock on the channel, it will be the only holding of that company I have. There are a couple of important reasons why I want to build a stock portfolio from scratch. First, I believe that it's important to be transparent with my audience. As we all know, there are many finance YouTubers who talk up stocks but never show their positions or if they even have skin in the game at all. While we can certainly glean helpful insights from such channels, I find those with a transparent stock portfolio to be the most engaging. Second, I think that building the Food Fund portfolio in this way can be a great learning experience for both me and my audience. By sharing my investment challenges and decisions, I can continue to learn and become a better investor. Last, I want to show my audience that they can do it too. I am by no means a financial expert and am literally a random voice on the internet. I learned so much from engaging with all of you and I want to continue to learn as much as I can. Being transparent will allow you to see the portfolio gain value and also lose value. The goal is for all of us to become inspired by these videos and continue improving as investors. Now, why build a food stock portfolio? While studying the great investors of our time, I realized that the best investors specialize. Some focus on dividend investing, others on tech and innovation, and still others on founder-led companies. Immediately I thought about food investing as an excellent niche to explore. I eat food and love investing. It was a perfect fit. My thesis for the Food Fund is this: on the grand scale of things, every human has eaten, and, barring some major technological breakthrough, every human to come will also eat. What we eat and how we eat has changed over time, but the constant is that a few times a day, or for me, several times a day, we as humans will get hungry and eat something, and spend money to do so. Lucky for us, we can see where consumers spend their money to eat by analyzing the revenue of the publicly traded companies that feed us. When I researched food stocks investment coverage, I was struck by how financial analysts cover food, beverage, and restaurant stocks. They looked at the companies as silos, analyzing them by sub-industries such as consumer packaged food or fast food restaurants. But by viewing eating from a first principles standpoint, that was clearly not how humans spend money on food. For example, if I gave you $500 for the week to eat, most would probably allocate some towards restaurants, getting instant food with no effort, and a portion maybe to groceries to make meals at home. Now, of course, there are other incentives guiding these allocation decisions, including socioeconomic status, free time, and cooking ability. But the fact remains that we enjoy food from a variety of sources for a variety of reasons at a variety of different times. So, if we think of buying food as a choice of where to allocate our food budget, then we see that Burger King not only competes with McDonald's and Wendy's, but also General Mills, Starbucks, Hershey, and beverage companies. To me, this is analogous to how Netflix, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram are not only competing with each other for your time, but also with sleeping, dating, bathing, and everything else we do in a typical day. So by looking at the weighted average percentage of revenue generated by publicly traded food companies, otherwise known as market share, we as investors can get a pretty good idea of where consumers are choosing to allocate their food budget. And given this, I wanted to explore if I can successfully invest along these allocation trends. Thus I created Market Share as a program to help navigate investing in these companies. Simply, I love food and I love investing. And, if you are watching this, you also love food and love investing. By smashing these two interests together, I created the Food Fund and think this journey will be awesome. To check out Market Share, visit my Patreon, link in the description below. If there is a publicly traded company that primarily generates its revenue from feeding people, then I am interested. So now let's get this thing launched. I plan to fund this account by the 1st of July and seed it with $100 and begin buying. I obviously do plan to add more capital to the food fund over time, and there are a couple of reasons for this. First, I want my audience to know that they can do it too. It truly shouldn't matter if you have $100 or $100 million. Analyzing companies, being patient, and buying when great opportunities present themselves should be pretty consistent. While many viewers can have a larger starting amount and contribute heavily to their fund over time, not all viewers can. Thus, starting the fund this way will be the most relatable to the widest possible audience. Second, running an open-ended fund where I continuously contribute is how most people invest. Doing it this way is more complex from a record-keeping standpoint, but I think it is a good way to assess performance against a benchmark. Speaking of benchmarks, for now I plan to benchmark the food fund against the S&P 500. In all honesty, the S&P 500 should annihilate this portfolio given their exposure to gigantic, highly profitable technology companies. But I like a challenge, so we will give it a try. So how will I construct the portfolio? I am open to investing in unprofitable growth stocks, cash cow value stocks, dividend stocks, and compounders. Basically, any company that makes money from feeding people has the potential to be included in the portfolio. As far as holding duration, I am willing to swing trade but have a strong bias for longer term holding. As Buffett once said, our favorite holding period is forever. However, that does not mean I will hold every company in the portfolio forever. I think oftentimes people misinterpret Buffett's quote to mean never to sell. I believe that there are definitely circumstances under which positions should be sold, and will likely refine my thoughts on that as I continue to learn and the portfolio grows. In summary, I am super stoked to have you join me on this journey on the Food Fund channel. It will be great fun and there is so much more to come. Many thanks for watching. What do you think about the Food Fund portfolio strategy? Please share your thoughts below. It is always great to hear from you. Please check out some more videos right now and don't forget to put your money where your mouth is.